The Chicago Bears currently sit at the number 2 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. As weeks have gone on, the Chicago Bears have obviously shown their fans and the NFL their key areas of need. Some would say it's the wide receiver room. Some would say it's the offensive line. But I'm here to tell you, it is the defensive line. Offensive line is a very close second. There is no doubt about that. But the Bears' offensive line has been better, all things considered. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about being away over the last week. I was overseas in Paris, France for a work conference. Great to be back with all you guys. A lot of Bears fans out there and Bulls fans. Just want to put that out there. But great to be back, and thanks for tuning in. But I do want to hit on why I believe the defensive line is the number one need for the Chicago Bears and who that they could consider, and in my opinion of who they can go with for this upcoming draft. Pressure from the front seven this season so far has been pretty bad. They're ranked 32nd in the NFL in rushing defense. They're ranked 32nd in the NFL in quarterback pressure and 32nd in the NFL in sacks. Not ideal, especially when you're a Chicago Bears fan, and we are so used to the defensive line always being so darn good at what they do best, making quarterbacks' life hell. But I am here to tell you today who can make that fix pretty darn quick. With the second overall pick, the Bears have a chance to land one of the best defensive linemen in this year's NFL draft. This includes guys like Jalen Carter, defensive lineman, 300 pounds out of Georgia. Will Anderson, edge, 6'4", 243 from Alabama. Byran Breese, defensive lineman, 6'5", 300 from Clemson. And Myles Murphy, edge, 6'5", 275 from Clemson. All great options in my personal opinion. They're all beasts of men. They can definitely get the job done and be an impact in the NFL. Kind of like when the Bears took Tommy Harris out of Oklahoma back in 2005. But I'm here to tell you today who I would take if the Bears do not trade back with the second overall pick and who they should take at defensive lineman. If you can't tell from the thumbnail, it's Jalen Carter. Carter's size alone at 6'3", 300 pounds is just insane. He isn't fat either. I mean, look at the guy. Built like a young Aaron Donald. His size isn't what makes him scary. It's his athletic ability. Carter this season so far, 29 total tackles, 13 being solo with 16 assists, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 33 quarterback pressures so far this year. Defensive linemen don't usually have stats like this because they're stuck in the trenches up the middle and help give opportunity to the linebackers and edges. But this guy single-handedly rips it up, kind of like Aaron Donald. His athletic ability is also just insane. According to NFLDraftBuzz.com, he is ranked 91.9 overall. 67 out of 100 in his tackling, 100 out of 100 in his pass rush as a defensive interior lineman. Very impressive. 99 out of 100 against the pass rush defense. For a big man like that, he also runs a 4.96 40 time. That is dumb fast for a big man, and something that the Bears need up the middle very quickly and could help change this roster around a ton next season. He can also play in any type of defense. Georgia run him in the 1-tech, the 2-eye, and the 3-tech defense, which he has been dominated in all of them. A guy who can adjust and still dominate is obviously someone you want to have on your roster. So why him? The Bears need major help up the middle. Again, the Bears defensive line ranks 32nd literally in every category that involves the defensive front. But also having a strong defensive lineman like himself helps disrupt the middle, which frees up a ton of space for the edge and middle linebackers, or linebackers as a whole. Take it as you leave it. This is why Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn had so much success with Akeem Hicks. Yes, Mack and Quinn are dominant players, generational type players. Mack more than Quinn, in my opinion. I would consider Quinn still a generational type player considering how good he was, and especially at his age. But without Hicks, I don't think they would have had as much success, even though they still had a ton of it. And also, stopping the run game will be huge. Bears secondary is one of the best in the NFL when they are healthy. But with no rush up the middle, quarterbacks have that extra second to read the field when the secondary is gassed, especially when they're constantly throwing at this Bears defense. Even though they're good, you got to have good balance, and you got to make sure that guys are getting their energy back in order to perform at the highest level. Jalen Carter is my guy. Seems like a pretty good pick at the number 2 overall pick. The Bears are likely going to trade back, but please, in the comments below, share your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We love posting Bears content for you guys. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and we'll see you guys next time.